Stingers, welcome back. So this video is for non-Scorpios who are dating Scorpios, like newly dating Scorpios, have their eye on a Scorpio. This is the information that no one gave any of the men who were trying to get me, like throughout my life, who were trying to date me, screw me, whatever. This is the information that they didn't get anywhere else, right? So this is kind of like a list of things that will get you nowhere with a Scorpio, right? The first one is aggression. And I've seen this not just in fire signs, but I've seen this in all the masculine signs. And we know all the masculine signs are the air and fire, right? It seems like their go-to, and masculine, energy or aggressive energy does not have to mean physical. So I've seen this with the air and fire signs who, when they can't get what they want, they may attack with words. They may get very pushy. Why not? Why don't you just do this and that? I've seen that with the women and the men, honey. Or they use other tactics to kind of shut you down. They like to nag, which is a pickup artist's term for giving you like negative attention, or it could be no attention. Ignoring you is a nag. Saying that you don't look good is a nag. Anything like dissing you, like trying to bring you down is a nag. Also being pushy in the form of like little threats, like ultimatums. None of that stuff works for Scorpios, because I'm going to tell you one thing. Scorpio is very receptive. We're feminine, fixed water. So that means we're feelers, guys. And I have a crash course on my website called Dating Scorpios, right? This energy just doesn't work. First of all, we're fixed, so we're not flexible like the mutables, and we're not going to bend to your will. We are sensitive individuals, which means we're in tune with all the senses, and we can feel when you're not really operating off of good intentions. Like we're already going to put the guard up. We're going to build the wall, and we're going to go the other way. And then what happens with that is, after your aggression doesn't work, then you resort to like, well, you ain't all that, and you ain't that hot, and you ain't like it. I've heard it all. I remember in my 20s, I was at my favorite club back in the Copacabana. And you old folks know what I'm talking about. The Copa, when it was on 11th and 57th and 11th Avenue. And I remember when I used to go with my friends, there were guys who were very pushy. And I remember there was a guy I just would not dance with. I didn't want to dance with him. He was like, I'm trying to marry you. I just want to dance. Like, how is that making me want you? Like, it was so gross. I just walked off the dance floor. Like, ew. Like, and a lot of you guys are doing things like this in other ways. You keep calling. You got little baby threats going on, all that stuff. That just doesn't work with us. We think you're disgusting. We go the other way. And we'll probably date your friend. Something else that doesn't work with us. Oh, this is one thing. So some of you guys, and I've noticed this, Cancer does this a lot. I've seen Gemini do it. And a few others. So if you have a problem with Scorpio, you'll get on social media and you're trying to get attention that way. You'll start posting things. Just like passive aggressive type of things don't work with us. We'll just shut you down. We'll block you. We'll ignore you. And then you won't be able to, we'll never let you in again. So you know, if there's some sort of breakup or something that happened and now you're begging for attention, going outside the relationship, like you're looking for other people, like you're posting our business or saying something or doing subliminals, that's not going to bring us back and be like, oh, please come back. It's like, ew, what a dirty person. Like, oh, now they're telling our business. And our silence is like a weapon too. Because in the silence, everything comes out, because most people can't stand silence. I like it. I like silence because everything erupts in silence. And you tell more of a story in silence than you do with words. But a lot of you guys don't understand that. Another thing that just does not work, that is a no-no, that a behavior others do that just, it doesn't benefit them when it comes to Scorpios, is any type of like emotional manipulation, which like pretending to have somebody else when you don't, like try and make us jealous. That's like one of the biggest things. And I've had this done to me, and I didn't come out swinging or yelling or anything like that, because I'm a very controlled individual. And so I will just see that your nature is like that, like you're capable of that. Once we see what you're capable of, whether that's trying to make us jealous, and that means you're trying to get our attention to see how we really feel about you instead of allowing us to open up and tell you. Now you're trying to manipulate things, you're trying to move things, you're trying to make things happen. That's that pushy behavior again. And so once we see that, once we feel that, we know like, oh wow, imagine if I was in a real relationship with this person. Look at all the shit that they're capable of. Like once you show your range, this is what we wait to see. Like, what is your range? And many of you guys have sent me like messages like, oh, I can't stand him, and now I'm ignoring him. I'm like, none of that's going to work. Like, he's going to just cut you off, and go date your sister. Another thing that just doesn't work in your favor with Scorpios is trying to force us to open up. Like, I told you, now you tell me. It's wow, this is all like pushy behavior. It's all pushy behavior, but like you guys wouldn't even think so. You think this is natural because it works with other people for you. It works with your fellow fire signs and air signs, and maybe even work with your earth signs. It just doesn't work with us. Like, we're not going to tell you shit. We're going to build more walls, and then we're going to eventually like let you loose. We're like, no, because once again, once we see that range, that pushiness trying to force us, like none of that works. Like the behavior with Scorpios, you have to have a lot of patience, and you have to be able to just allow. And I know that is a tricky concept for a lot of you guys, because if things aren't working like this, you go and look for maneuvers, and that's the problem. All right, guys, like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. I'll see you at ScorpioSunScorpioMoon.com. My shop is on hiatus, and so you can still enjoy all my digital downloads, all of my MP3 releases, my meditation MP3, all of my audiobooks, my exclusive videos. You can enjoy all my crash courses. If you guys do want a paperback book, you can go to any bookstore and just request it if it's not there. If you're in New York City, they are at Aum Shanti Bookshop. And what else, guys? Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. And Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon is going to be back with some new things going on. I'm all about evolution. I love Pluto, honey. So just wait for that. Until then, I'll see you soon.